guys, how are you? It's Zach from Zach Loves Books. Thanks for tuning in. I know it's been a while. I actually had something, I don't want to say it's really scary that happened to me, but I just was knocked out off my feet. Not knocked out literally, but off my feet for about 3 days. I'm not prone to these kind of things, but I had maybe what I consider a killer migraine, and it was like, it felt like there was a vice on my head, like right here, for 3 days straight. And I took Advil every 6 to 8 hours for 3 days straight. Now it's basically in bed. But the worst part about it was that I couldn't read. When head pain, I've had sinus pain before. This has happened to me like 3 times. One time it was a sinus infection, and I was trying not to take Advil, and it did this, knocked me out the same way, just put me out of commission. And the last time this happened to me, it was pretty much the same thing. I didn't have a channel back then. And this time, I'm trying to read, just enjoy my reading and trying to post something. And this migraine just knocked me off my feet, where it's impossible to literally do anything. No pun intended. Couldn't read, couldn't concentrate, just wanted to lay down, be in the dark. And it scared me because I was like, that's like the worst thing for a book lover, is to have something, that didn't directly threaten my eyesight, but, not knowing where it came. It just came out of left field, knocked me down. I couldn't read, and then I was getting some tension here, and I was like, could it be something pushing on my optic nerve? But I wasn't getting black spots or anything. So I was basically out of commission. And besides those 3 days, it took me about 2 full weeks to feel 100% again. And that's where we are now. It's like today I feel 100% myself. So I have a good excuse now that I wasn't able to catch up on my reading. But, in these kind of cases, me being a book lover actually works in my favor, and me having, more than just fiction on my shelves. I have a ton of nonfiction. That's what I love about being a book lover, is that I can go to something can affect me, and something personal and whatever, and I can go to my book collection and pull 2 or 3 books on the topic of why it may be able to help me. Now, I haven't read these 3 books, but I'm going to cover them anyway, because maybe if something like this happens to you, you might find one of these books useful. So like I said, I don't know. I'm still trying to pinpoint what it was. Could it have been a smell that triggered this? Could it have been tech neck, that tech neck, they call it, like tension in your neck. I was really tense back here. Could it have been any other number of things, something I ate, spicy food. I don't know. I cut out sugar in my coffee. I don't know, but the point is I'm back, so I'm able to share some. The good thing about all this is I'm able to share some books. Like I said, books are like a cure-all for everything, or at least you can get informed. So let's start with the first book. The first book I have here is called The Migraine Brain by Caroline Bernstein, MD. Prevent migraines, find your triggers, reduce pain and duration, understand your unique brain. I'm surprised I even had this. What's really weird about this too is that, on one of those days, I don't know if it was the second or third day, I have a section of books above my kitchen sink, and there's like a little space up there for a row of books, and all those books have white spines. So that's why they're up there, and they look really nice up there. If you see that, maybe I'll show you guys a picture of that one day on my community post. But, so that the books don't really stick out, all the covers have white spines. And while I was going through this, something intuitively just told me to take, my footstool and go up there and like organize those books or look at them or revisit them. And when I went up there, this is the book that I saw. Like conveniently, I don't know, if you just call that a cosmic coincidence, but timely and informative. So I'm going to check this out. I've kind of perused it already. It's not too old. It's set in, published 2008. But, it goes through 4 stages of a migraine, all the triggers. There's charts in here. Men's migraines, measuring your migraines. This is just sort of like a migraine Bible. So I'm gonna, and because it's timely and relevant, it'll be easier to read for me. So, like I said, this was like my 3rd migraine maybe ever in my life, or something that hit me that hard. I'm gonna, take my time through this, read sections of it since it is nonfiction, and I'll let you get back to you guys about what I thought of it, as far as, whether it's, gonna help maybe on my, how having this not occur again, right? So that's the first book we're going to cover for today. Also, guys, this is kind of old. I don't know if you'll be able to find it, currently in a bookstore, but for sure you'll be able to find it online somewhere, whether through, it's like an ebook, books, and maybe your local library. So check that one out. Also, too, while I'm at it, I just want to plug my sweater. If you don't see, it says "Read More Books." It's from our local book retailer here in Canada, Indigo. So if you want to get one, snap them up before they're gone. Usually with Indigo, these type of things go fast and then you never see them again. So it's almost like they're limited edition. This cost me $45. Usually I wouldn't pay $45 for, a piece of clothing, but because it looks so cool, and it's in line with my booktube channel, I thought, I need this. I need to wear this on camera. But yeah, if anyone's wondering where I got this, I've already got a lot of compliments on the street. Indigo Books and Music, $45. And this is, you may be able to snap one up online too if you want to buy one, internationally, I guess, and have it shipped. I don't know if they ship internationally, they probably do. But if you're within Canada, anywhere across Canada, or Toronto, go to your local Indigo or maybe big Indigo box store and see if they have any, if you like them. Yeah, so if you haven't already figured out by now, the theme of this post today is what caused this migraine for me. So that first book, is like the direct one, the Migraine Brain. I'm going to read that, check it out, see if that helps. Also, guys, if you didn't know, I also, I'm supposed to wear glasses for years. Maybe since I was a teenager, I was diagnosed as being nearsighted, which means, I can't see from a distance. I'd go to the movies and those ads you see before the movies would be blurry to me. I just thought that's how it was, but so yeah, I do wear glasses. I should wear them all the time. I particularly don't like this frame style, but I'm going to be wearing them more and more. You might see me wearing them more in posts, just because these are progressives, since bifocals don't really exist anymore up here. And they're also for reading now, because when you get up in age, reading glasses is something you need. So when I look through them from a certain angle, stuff from far becomes in focus. And when I look at them through the bottom, or, any other angle, when I look directly at something, then the small print becomes in focus. So progressive lenses, they're expensive, they're like $300-400. And I mean, so I'm supposed to wear them all the time, but I don't, and I should. So yeah, guys, glasses off again. And this is another book. I mean, what happened here? I don't know. At one point, I'm thinking this could be eye strain. So somewhere in my book buying travels, I picked this up. What You Must Know About Eye Strain. by Jeffrey Anshel, OD. I guess OD is like some kind of abbreviation for optometrist. This is very, very cool, actually. I mean, there's a book for everything under the sun. To find an entire book based on eye strain, and even the back says it's for headaches, blur vision, eye pain, dry eye, excessive tearing, excessive blinking, double vision. I'm gonna look at this and maybe see if eye strain, because I don't wear my glasses and I could have been a big part of eye strain could have been a big part of why this migraine happened to me. So let's see when this was published. This was published in 2022. Not bad. So this is really recent, or at least compared to some of the books I share with you guys. It's only like 3 years old. And like I said, how out of date can this medical information be? But if anybody else has eye strain issues, or maybe if you think you've had a migraine or something related to eye strain, then maybe check this one out. And like I said, I got this at a book sale, so I don't think you'll find it at your local bookstore, but sometimes these places surprise you. So take a look for it online. All right, Jeffrey Anshel, OD. Yeah, so one more for you guys. Staying on the topic of eyesight. Here's another one I picked up now there's more than one of these that I've seen out there. There's one I saw recently at the bookstore, but I've always been curious. This one's called Seeing Without Glasses, Improve Your Vision Naturally by Dr. Robert Michael Kaplan. Like I said, I've always been interested in, if you can actually improve your eyesight enough to not have to wear glasses at all. I mean, this is really outdated. Like, this is published in 1994. But sometimes I feel like, these kind of things, like, because it's medical, the information may still be relevant. So this one you won't find in your local bookstore. You may not even find it anywhere. It might be one of those rare things. But if you're interested, maybe look it up on online, in those obscure places, Books, etc., eBay, etc. The other one that I did saw that was recent, and I saw this in my local bookstore, same theme, more timely, but I didn't want to pay $30 for it, was this one, Improve Your Eyesight Naturally by Leo Angart. And it says, see results quickly. No pun intended. But yeah, this is like, it wasn't hardcover, it's like one of those oversized paperbacks. And it was kind of like, one of those that are like an inch thick. But, when you read the synopsis of this book, Leo Angart, I'm not sure if he's an optometrist, but this is apparently, his system is one he's had a lot of success with a lot of people globally around the world. And there's all these testimonials in front of the book. I might have an e-copy somewhere, but I feel like it's the kind of book that you have to probably own a physical copy so you can do the exercises and follow along. But could it have been eye strain that caused my migraine? Maybe. I don't know. But thankfully, I'm back and I'm 100% again. So I'm going to get back to reading, and then I plan to have like an actual review or reviews of some books for you guys soon. All right. So just don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the content. Take care until next time, all right?